What's up, everyone? My name is Pajay Haykins. Welcome to my space, a space where thoughts flow freely and minds expand. Let's get the ball rolling. Yeah, in this video, I'll be talking about logic, sentiment, and emotions. And I'll be giving you two examples. I'll be citing two examples, the one from my personal perspective and the other one from someone I follow online. So here's the thing. Are you swayed by logic or emotions, or are you swayed by your sentiments? Logic, emotions, and sentiment, they are like different things. They don't go hand in hand in most cases. Now, let me give you an example of logic. Like I said, I will share a personal experience which I want to share now. There's a particular guy online that is very popular, very annoying. I don't like the guy, not a fan, never a fan, and I'm not gonna ever be a fan. So the guy is a social media influencer, let me put it that way, and he's actually fighting for people. He claims to fight for people. So the thing is, of recent, I was having a conversation with my videographer here, and I told him the guy has just bought a Range Rover or something like that. I think a car. Oh, I mentioned a Range Rover. Oh, I'm giving you a clue, but you know what, let's move on. That doesn't matter. So he just bought a car, and the car is not like a car. It's a let me just, I don't want to say expensive car, because expensive car is relative. It might be expensive to me, but it might not be expensive to the other person. So he just bought a car, and we're having a conversation. I told him, and he said, wow, the guy has bought a car because this person is someone that comes online and say he doesn't have money. And he, I don't want to use the word. I think he's aversive to poverty. Like he wants to, like he associate himself with poverty. He doesn't, like you say, he doesn't worship money and things like that. But what I'm talking about is not even about his attitude towards poverty or money or anything like that. But he's someone that, if you have, if it's a scenario whereby someone else who is online, probably a public figure, bought that kind of car, he might just put it in he might just say it in a video in a subtle way that, what's this person doing? Like, how did he come up? How did he ended up buying this kind of car, this amount of car? So I was having a conversation with my videographer here, and he said, wow, how come? Which is a normal question for him to ask. So in this kind of situation, I don't like that person. I can like choose to react with emotions that, what, I think it's a fraud or it's a scam, or with my sentiments, that this guy is just lying. Guy is he's lying to people. He's, what he's doing or something like that. But I had to like just take a chill pill, relax, and and I said something which is logical. I said he has built his audience online, so he might have used his audience online to like secure a business deal offline that might, that gave him the money to buy that kind of car. That's a logical approach to questions. That's the logical approach to something. I didn't use my sentiment or emotions to address it. I was like, what? It's possible that his influence online, he might not make money from his influence online, but he had used that influence offline, to secure a business deal, to meet, successful people, to do business with them, and to do anything that can, give him that kind of money that will ended up, being better than the way he was, and that will let him get something, like something, something luxurious like that. So that's how you do things. You don't react with emotions or sentiments to things. You react with your logic. I use the logical approach to that, despite the fact that I don't like the person. Now, and this brings me to the second point I want to share. Second example, to be exact. There's an online personality, one of the people I respect online, most especially on Twitter, on X. Shane Parish. I don't know, maybe I got the name correctly. If you if you are Shane Parish and you're watching this video, forgive me for pronouncing your name wrongly. But the thing is, he posted something, and he said a mark of a smart person is to be able to like learn from someone you don't like. And that message hit home, because the fact that you are able to like, tame your emotions or sentiments to listen to someone that you don't like and learn from him or her, But that's a superpower. If you can do that, yeah, you're among the top 1% of humans in this planet. So it's something we should all strive for. We need to learn to tame our emotions, tame our sentiments, and try to look things in a logical way. Logic and emotions doesn't mix together. They are like, they are far apart. They don't mix together. And most times when you use emotions to react to situations, it ended up in a negative way, or let me say it ended up being disastrous. So best thing is to use logic regardless of the situation. Use logic. Fine, your emotions might work once in a while, but logic will always override emotions. Be swayed by logic, be swayed by facts. Don't be swayed by emotions or sentiments. And that's all for today's message. But wait, don't go anywhere. I want you to do something for me. And you know what is that? I want you to like this video. I want you to subscribe. I want you to like, subscribe, and share. Share it to your family, your friends, your frenemies. Share it in the WhatsApp group you belong to, even though you might get kicked out of the group. But you know what? If you get kicked out, you're welcome. You can still come to this group. Yeah, you don't get kicked out. We listen, we don't judge, like you say. Yeah, you get to learn and you get to engage with one another. So share it in your landlord association meeting. Share it to everyone. Just share the video and subscribe. If not for anything, just do it for my ego. Let me feel good. I want to feel good because you know what? My emotions is attached to this video, and I need my emotions. You get what I'm trying to say? Alligator.